So we're back, and both ladies have walked onto the court. Haven't seen this before. Australian Open's always full of surprises. Naomi Osaka came onto the court dressed in a traditional Japanese outfit, and she's still wearing it at the net. It's quite interesting. Almost looking like ladies, how they used to dress and play back in the 1920s or 30s. Very long dress. I hope she's not going to trip in any way because, it's right onto the ground. Very colorful and, interesting. She came with a big white hat that was covering her face and very interestingly shaped umbrella as well. Oh, now she's taking everything off, of course. Yeah, there's no way she was going to warm up in that. There's both ladies standing back on the court, warming up their ground strokes now. As the camera is now on the birthday girl who turns 23 today. I don't think Naomi Osaka has any gifts for her in terms of giving her the match. Nice cool temperatures. Right now we have 71 degrees Fahrenheit, 22 degrees Celsius. As both ladies start warming up their serves. I think it's going to be a one-sided affair. These two have never met before. Another match point has come to fruition as Taylor Fritz wraps up a four-setter against the Frenchman Royer. Not too much celebration, but 4 sets. He probably had to dig deep. If you're only joining now and you don't know what the result was in the previous match here on the Rod Laver court, Yannick Sinner beat the Frenchman in 2 sets. Hugo Gaston had to retire. Very emotional scenes. But it was one-sided. As the number 16 seed will get us started. And hits a double hand backhand in the net. Love 15. Kick into the body, is returned back to Ōsaka. She had to move back. And Ruzic hits the ball out, 15-all. Slice out wide, is returned into the ground, 30-15. Good first serve down the middle of the court, makes it 40-15. First serve ace through the middle. 1-love. So the bookies and the betting stats think that Osaka has almost a 60% chance of winning. I think that's almost certain as well. First serve is out by the Croatian. Second serve. Kick onto the backhand is returned into the net. Very, very short, almost hit the net. Oh, stand corrected. It was a let. Double fault. 15. Thought that second serve attempt was too short. So definitely clipped the top of the net. And now she went too long. First serve down the middle is returned back to the feet of Ruzic. And Ōsaka hits a double hand backhand in the net. 15-all. As we just go past 9 o'clock in Melbourne, where I'm sitting, we've got 11 o'clock. as both players are slamming their forehands down the middle of the court. Osaka is a bit braver. They're in a backhand cross duel. Osaka changed direction, hitting it hard on the forehand side of the Croatian, and she couldn't control her forehand, hitting it out. 15-30. First serve is out. Kick onto the backhand is returned hard into the forehand side of the Croatian. She's in control, trying to move Osaka out, but floats her forehand out. As you can see, it was just late to react. The contact point was behind her. First serve is out. Attempt to hit into the body of Osaka. Kick into the backhand, and it's a double hand backhand return winner. Makes it 2-love. Well, it's a convincing start for a two-time Grand Slam champion. Four-time, rather. Good first serve out wide is returned in the net. Another serve out wide. Backhand return into the net. Makes it 30-love. Osaka's at the net. It was a good... Oh, she misses a backhand. Turns away immediately. No emotions. It was a great first serve, and Ružić could only block it back with two hands on the backhand side. She was sitting duck, basically. Osaka hit it too hard. They're both on the backhand side now, as the Croatian hits her backhand into the net. 2 game points. Good first serve out wide. It's returned out. 3-love. Very interesting way to come on the court. Dress the way Osaka dressed. Proudly Japanese. Bringing on that Japanese culture. Cruising right now. Halfway into the first set, leading 3-love. As the birthday girl Antonio Ruzic serves and starts the fourth game of the first set. Out on the backhand side. A lot of self-motivation right now by Osaka. Skipping a lot. It's a good serve out wide. Bit of a surprise maybe. Osaka chases the ball eventually, hitting it into the net with a double hand backhand. So 15-love. First serve down the middle is out. Second serve kick on the forehand is returned safely into the court. The Croatian is more in charge right now and unluckily hits the net cord and it bounces back onto her court. Another first serve missed by the Croatian. Kick serve, another double fault. Bit of chat going on now. Pretty sure the coach of Ruzic has a lot to say. His mind must be spinning right now with advice, what to do now. Yeah, first serve in, a little bit slower, well placed. On the backhand side, Osaka could only steer her double-hand backhand cross-court out in the tram lines. Probably expecting a harder ball, but when it's not working for you, just slow the ball down, place it, get that first serve in. As she does again on the backhand side. It's a slower start to this rally as Osaka tries to change direction and hit a backhand down the line. Shadow practicing her backhand after that error. Game point for the birthday girl. Good first serve onto the forehand is returned cross-court and Ruzic hits it out, making it deuce. Didn't need to go big there. She's left 3 down, had an opportunity to win the game. Move Osaka around as she's controlling the point right now and another break point, first break point. Osaka just waiting for Ruzic to start. Shadow practicing the forehand and backhand. Looking very motivated, very pumped. Lots of skipping going on. As the point's already underway and Osaka misses the forehand. Juicy Lucy, number 2. It's a let, first serve. Good first serve, jamming Osaka, and Ruzic had an opportunity to control the point. Maybe she feels she needs to do extra to make the difference. Possibly true. But I thought it was a bit wild. You could see how her head was moving around too much. Hitting the backhand out. First serve in the net. Kick serve out wide is good. Osaka slams her backhand return in the net. Back to deuce. Slice out wide. Good return cross court. They're in the forehand side. Osaka changed direction. Now backhand cross duel. Ruzic is putting the pressure on. But now Osaka's back in charge and forces an error. Nice point to have watched. It was back and forth. Osaka was in charge. Ruzic took over. First serve is in. Forehand return, soft. Osaka's under pressure. Ruzic is now moving, finding a bit more confidence. But she's not going for the lines. And Osaka makes an error again. So, better play from the Croatian. Not trying to go too big or force it. Still want to stay relaxed. But you can still move your opponent around, as Antonio Ruzic just did now with Osaka. Great first serve, jamming Osaka in the body. Osaka hits it long. So, game point. Osaka is smiling to herself. Birthday girl is taking this very seriously. She'll want to put herself on that scoreboard and make it 3-1. Good first serve down the middle. She's played a drop shot. Osaka found good depth. And she saw at the net, puts the forehand volley away for a winner. The smiles come out, probably thinking could have ended that point a lot earlier. Naomi Osaka. Juice number 5. As this game is about to hit 8 minutes in duration. Slice out wide is good. Ruzic goes hard down the line. She's at the net, but it doesn't go over. So another game point opportunity for the Croatian. Second serve, kick on the backhand, played aggressively cross court, bringing it back to deuce. Osaka has to dry herself off. This is turning into quite a marathon of a game. Warm weather in Melbourne. Oh, what a stunning winner by Ruzic. She's got another opportunity to win her first game. 128 km/h backhand winner. It was a good serve. It was returned right back to her. She didn't have to move. But Osaka is already taking control of the return, and Ruzic again forced into a double hand backhand error. Juicy Lucy, number 7. Ten minutes now already, this game. Slice out wide, well played, great winner. Break point number 4. It was a slower first serve, very short as well. Osaka could really make a decision. Just seemed to bounce up very nicely on the forehand side and just dispatch it down the line for the winner. They're both on the backhand side, almost training. Backhand cross duel. Ružić, the Croatian changed direction. Osaka hits a forehand almost at the bottom of the net. Well. This is taking some time. The 8th juice. Kick onto the backhand, return hard onto the Croatian's backhand side. Once again on the advantage court, hitting backhands with one another. Osaka tries to change direction and loses the point. I can see just leaning back, was jammed on that backhand side. Yeah, just showing her coach that the ball was coming right towards me. Nice from Antonio Ruzic. She's growing into this game. Fighting fire with fire, hitting the ball nice and hard. But she's under pressure, and Osaka hits now an approach winner on the backhand side. This game seems to be very important for both these players. Not giving up. Like to see this. First serve, jamming Osaka in the body, but very good response, hitting it deep. They're both on the forehand side now, trying to dominate one another. Osaka hits it long. She wants to see how close I was. She's glancing up at the screen. Hawkeye's probably not going to show it, but she gets a thumbs up from the chair umpire. First serve, hard into the forehand. Oh, wonderful play. The birthday girl gets her first game. I would probably have calmed the nerves. Finding good timing now. On another court, match point for the Czech Machak, beating Dimitrov 6-4, 6-4, 6-3. As we return back to the Rod Laver Arena, Osaka wins the first point. Love. She'll retake the ball toss. First serve is out. Down the middle of the court. Kick serve hits the service line on the backhand side. Again, hitting backhands with one another. Osaka can't get low enough, as she's demonstrating to herself. And hits an unforced error. Good ace through the center, misses Fenter. 30-15. As Osaka retakes the ball toss again. Fair serve, down the middle is just out. Kick onto the backhand. Ruzic hits the top of the net, but it goes over. Doesn't put Osaka off. They're hitting hard with one another. Osaka's finding good precision, but Ruzic has just taken over. Osaka hits the net and it goes over. Oh, what a winner by the Croatian. She was almost sitting on the ground. Unbelievable point. Great tenacity, great fight from both players. But oh my goodness. Osaka, I think she was just hitting harder and harder and harder. And Antonio Ruzic didn't look comfortable, but wow, she turned that around. Absorbing all the luck that she can on her birthday. Second serve. Kick serve onto the forehand is short. Ruzic takes advantage. Osaka hits a forehand in the net. So, break point for the Croatian. Looking very focused. First serve, down the middle is out. I'm pretty sure Antonio is going to be moving forward onto this one. Let's see how Osaka is going to treat her second serve. It's hard, kick onto the backhand. And she gets the break. So we're back on serve. Almost half an hour's gone past. Another match point goes by as the German Siegemund beats Samsonova. Another upset, another seed is knocked out. Love 6-7-5. I didn't catch the third set there. And 6-4. Love 6. 7-5, 6-4. It's never over until it's over. Ruzic to serve. It's a slower serve, a kick on the backhand. Both playing in the middle of the court, and Antonio tried to change direction. love 15. First serve is out. It was a good serve down the middle. Osaka's playing very aggressive. They're on the backhand side again. Trying to overpower one another, seems like it. No one's getting advantage, but now Osaka hits it short. Inside out forehand winner for Ruzic. Fiftino. Hello, Mr. Someone in the chat says hello. Hello to you. Short first serve on the forehand. Osaka's playing safe, and Ruzic is really taking control. Osaka's running all over the place, but now it's changing. Osaka wrong foots Ruzic for a winner. Thank you for your comment. Great channel and infos. Who's winning? Well, Osaka was 3-love up, and it really seemed like it was going one way. But the birthday girl is coming back quite strong and had to fight in the fourth game. She wrong foots Osaka right now to make it 30-all. But the fourth game was probably a mental shift. And over 10 or 11 minutes, Ruzic triumphed and then broke Osaka. So they're in a rally. Osaka misses the forehand, almost leaning backwards. Game point for the Croatian. Good first serve down the middle. Osaka tried to be aggressive, but Antonia, she wins the game as Osaka hits a double hand backhand in the net. Slice out wide is returned cross court. Ruzic changes direction. Slice, but a drop shot attempt is dispatched for a winner by Naomi Osaka. The Croatian tried to disguise it, but it turned more into a chip. As Ruzic hits her return out. Slice out wide is returned short. Osaka didn't take the opportunity to put on the pressure. Oh, Ruzic tried to go down the line with a forehand. Missed the inner tram line. Glancing over to her bench, her coach. Hopefully waiting for some type of information to come her way that can work in her favor. She fought hard in that fourth and fifth game. Osaka slams her backhand in the net. She's trying to motivate herself. First serve in the net. Ruzic takes a step forward. She's half a step behind the baseline and attacks hard on. It's a double fault. Well, I said this yesterday. If your opponent can win 3 games in a row, why can't you? And it's exactly how it's started. Osaka was 3-love up. It's now 3-3. And Ruzic has already saved 2 game points. As Osaka once again misses a first serve. I think the Croatian's going to go aggressive on the second serve. She does. She goes cross court. Pinning it on the backhand. But she steers the ball out. Osaka wins the game. So just looking at the stats, Osaka is playing a backhand, obviously cross-court quite often, but at the same time bouncing between the three-quarter court and the service line up to 74% of the time. So it's maybe a little bit short. Just for interest's sake, any of you watching this outside of Europe? Anyone from Japan? Feel free to write in the channel where you are right now. Always interested to see where you guys are from. I myself, I'm sitting here in the Netherlands. We have 22:12 midday. It's a let first serve. First serve in the net. Kick serve out wide is out, so double fault. First serve is out. Kick onto the backhand is played deep onto the backhand of the Croatian. She can't control it. Osaka is always still skipping, slapping the open hand onto her left thigh, trying to motivate herself, keep herself focused, pumped. That's a fantastic winner down the line by Ruzic. She played a great first serve out wide. Osaka read it early. Before the serve was even played, she already stepped to the right, anticipating it. Smashed the forehand return cross court, and Ruzic looked a little bit unorthodox with her technique, steered the ball fantastically down the line, on the line. As the fourth point gets underway, Osaka hits the net. She's getting agitated. Slightly jammed on the forehand side. 30 all. Slice out wide is returned high in the court. Osaka is under pressure. Osaka is now in charge, hitting inside out forehand. They're in a cross-court duel on the backhand side. It's seeing every type of shot. Osaka gets low but hits a forehand in the net. (40-30). Game point to make it 4-all. Blank expression on Osaka's face, just looking at her camp. Keep in mind that your opponent also wants to win. Stay focused. Keep playing. Next point. It's deuce. Unforced error this time from the Croatian. First serve is in the net. Kick onto the backhand felt like a safe serve. Didn't want to make an error. And hitting the ball late, jammed in her body. The ball close to the right tip. Ruzic makes a mistake. Break point. Kick out wide. Get that first serve in. Osaka is in charge though. Inside in forehand. Ruzic is standing far back. And she steers her forehand down the line. So it's 5-3. Standing half a meter away from her coach right now, drying herself off. Naomi Osaka just absorbing all the wisdom and information that the coach could possibly give her right now. I guess no coaching is allowed, but you can inspire, motivate, drive your student on. Osaka serving for the first set. They're in a forehand cross duel and the Croatian hits the ball out. First serve out wide is out. Retake for the ball toss. Second serve. Kick onto the backhand is return cross court. Again, backhand duel, but Ruzic hits it out in the corner. So 30 love, creeping closer to that first set. As we also creep closer to 10 p.m. in Melbourne. First serve out wide is an ace. Nice cool temperatures right now. 21 degrees Celsius, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. First serve is hard down the middle. Good return from the Croatian. And she hits it out. First set is wrapped up. After 3/4 of an hour. (6-3) to the number 16 seed. First set summary. So the Croatian had more first serves in, 67% to 65%. But Osaka really made the difference, up to 88% of points won off the first serve compared to Ruzic's 59%. 10 winners for the Japanese compared to the 6 winners. We have a viewer from Germany, -5 degrees. Well, we want to stay indoors if it's like that. I don't think it's that cold here in the Netherlands, but it is looking quite nice outside, unusually. Normally it's very cloudy here. I think we probably got like 2 or 3 degrees. In Melbourne, it's different. As the chair umpire calls time. Osaka always moving, skipping around, slapping that left hand on her left thigh. First serve is in and wide. Ruzic takes advantage. The court was open, but she's hitting short. Osaka misses the line with the inside-out forehand. (15-love). First serve onto the forehand, returned short in the middle of the court. They're in a cross-court forehand duel. Osaka hits a forehand in the net. (30-love). First serve is slower. Oh, fantastic winner. Very tame from the 16th seed. Just steering her double and back and return back to the Croatian. It was short, but there was no oomph behind the shot. And then Ruzic just smashed her backhand from the middle of the court inside out. Oh, what a return from Osaka. First serve onto the forehand and just dispatched away for a winner. Inside out forehand. 40-15. Good first serve onto the backhand. Ruzic comes to the net. Volley and passing shot is out. So 1-love. As both players go to the bench, they're not allowed to sit down. So just follow their normal routine. Few sips of water. We're moving on. First serve is out. Second serve hits the service line. Osaka's under pressure and hits her double hand backhand long. Slice down the middle is returned out. 15-all. Slice out wide is out. So Osaka's missing those first serves. I think if she gets through this round and progresses further in the tournament, she's going to really have to get more first serves in. Even if she just slows it down. Change up the pace. That also puts off your opponent. They're both in a rally. Ruzic goes high with a high topspin backhand. They're back to hitting flat with one another cross court. Ōsaka changes direction. They're on the backhand side. She goes down the line. Ruzic chips it short. Ōsaka doesn't want to go forward. Almost leaning back on the short ball. So she was in charge, Ōsaka, and Ruzic with the double hand backhand slice or chip. Bouncing short in the court. Ōsaka moved forward in the three-quarter court and then almost looked like she was falling backwards. Moving forward and retreating, probably not very good. First serve. Slam down the middle of the net, down the middle of the court, and it's a forehand cross winner. A lot more bounce, a lot more height on the ball, and Ōsaka dealt with that professionally very well. Lots of power cross court. 30-all. First serve hard down the middle. It's again short. Ōsaka goes down the line, but standing. She's not moving forward. Gives the creation a break point. And it's an ace out wide. Someone from Cape Town, 28 degrees. Full sunshine. Lucky you. It's a let. Slice out wide is an ace. So 2 aces in a row. Slice down the middle is out. Kick serve onto the backhand, return hard cross court. Oh, drop shot. And Ōsaka can't get there. Back to juice. Oh, great disguise. Ruzic was showing the two-hand backhand, and at the last second changed her grip and played a single hand backhand drop shot from the baseline. Juicy Lucy. Kick into the body. Ruzic deals with it well. Ōsaka's looking jammed right now. Ruzic is moving Ōsaka around the court. She's in the three-quarter court and hits a fantastic winner Oh wow, she's just growing into this match. Break point number 2. Oh wow. More urgency to move forward from the Croatian. Ōsaka has a second serve. As she retakes the ball toss. Kick into the middle of the court, into the bodies, return hard, cross court. They're in an advantage side. Naomi hits it out. So 2-love. As Ruzic takes a pretty comfortable lead right now. If she can hold, make it 3-love, that'll really ask Ōsaka to come up with something new. It's been really fantastic play from Ruzic. She really grew into the game. Maybe the nerves were getting the better of her in the beginning, but fantastic serve down the middle. She's in the 3/4 court, backhand cross-court winner for the Croatian. That's how effective those first serves are. Kick out wide, so change of pace. Ooh, I thought Ōsaka was going to throw the racket on the ground. But the Croatian spirit is really starting to come through right now. 30-love. Great first serve down the middle of the court, returned out. She's growing into this match. If she can keep going this way, it'll look good for the birthday girl. Ruzic turned 23 today. First serve in on the backhand. And forehand in the net. I think Ōsaka just released the racket, so wasn't going to break the racket in any way. Ōsaka was just having a word with the chair umpire. She's hit some stunning shots, unorthodox, if I might say, technically speaking. But she's defended really well and stood her ground, getting used to the timing. It's the first time that these two have met. I'm pretty sure their coaches had game plans and projected their ideas across what to do, focusing on their strengths and exploiting the weaknesses of their opponents. But on the day, anything can happen. And right now, Ruzic is deservedly in the front, or leading at least in the second set, 3-love. Well, Ōsaka was in this position in the first set. And then Ruzic came back to make it 3-3. And then she won 3 games. And now Ruzic just won 3 games. I wonder if they can continue this pattern. Good first serve onto the forehand, but it's returned very well cross court. Fantastic winner, cross court. She's looking very happy. First serve in is returned out. First serve in the net. Kick into the body. Ruzic tries to wrong foot Ōsaka. She can only chip it short. She goes back hard on the... Oh, fantastic play from the Croatian. It was short. She approached hard cross court and Ōsaka just lifted it high. Ruzic decided not to play a volley, but a drive back, a double hand backhand drive volley into the open court. Fantastic skill. We have someone from Warsaw, from Poland. Dzień dobry. Also very cold. Saturator asks, is Viktorovsky still coaching Osaka? It seems that way. Losing track of the score here. Game point for Osaka. Oh, wow, minus 13 this morning. Great first serve out wide. So, maybe Osaka is going to be coming back now and win the next 3 games. Ruzic to serve. First serve is out. Kick serve is very well placed on the backhand. Osaka does well with it. They're in a backhand cross duel with one another. They're more or less standing in the middle of the court though. Oh, Ruzic goes hard onto the forehand. She's on the service line. Inside out backhand winner. 15 love. First serve, hard onto the forehand, return short. Ruzic had to step back. Osaka's finding a little bit more depth and the Croatian hits a backhand cross. Lots of sign language going on between her and her coach. I think she was doing this, so I think she was trying to signal to the bench, maybe I should have gone cross court. She did hit a backhand out down the line. First serve onto the backhand is only steered in the middle of the court. Ruzic is finding more depth. Ōsaka hits it long and in disgust slams a forehand in the net. Kick out wide is returned out. Osaka looking up to the heavens, thinking, what must I do now? First serve let. Serve into the body on the backhand side, and Ruzic hit her forehand into the net, but she ended up sitting on the court. So a good return from the number 16 seed. Another game point. First serve onto the forehand is played very well deep, pushing the Croatian back. She plays a high looping ball back on the backhand. Osaka hits it out. She's starting to wave her arms in the air. What must I do? So her body language is starting to change. Very consistent, resilient from Ruzic. Even through the first set, not looking despondent, but she doesn't have much to lose. Now Osaka, looking very motivated and pumped in the beginning, is looking more despondent and negative. As there's another match point situation, the Australian Duckworth wins in 5 sets, 7-6, 3-6, 1-6, 7-5, 6-3 against another Croatian, Dino Prizmic. Oh wow, that was a long match. Back on court, Rod Laver Arena. One four. Slower first serve, slice out wide is returned into the net. Keep your opponent guessing. Doesn't always have to be 200 miles an hour first serve. You can play smart, slow it down, change the pace. Both are in a rally. Ruzic changes direction. They were going for one cross court. She's going again down the line, sending Osaka all over the court. Oh, phenomenal play. Beautiful tennis. In the end, forehand winner down the line. I wonder if now it's not a bad idea for Osaka when she's in such a position, running left, right, just hit a higher ball. Keep in consideration that Ruzic is also not that tall. It was a good serve out wide, chipped into the court. Ruzic played high, giving herself time to come back, but now unforced error from the Croatian makes it 30-15. Good first serve out wide, 40-15. Wasn't your typical hard first serve, so nice kick out wide and miss hit from Ruzic. First serve in the net. Kick onto the forehand, slammed cross court. Osaka hits her forehand out. 40-30. Second serve. Onto the forehand. Ruzic mishits a forehand. And 4-2. Osaka holds her service game. Getting words of advice from the coach, nodding up and down with her head. First serve is in, hard on the backhand. Oh, Ruzic is really letting loose. Oh my goodness. Stunning forehand. No celebration from the Croatian. Osaka really wants to see it. Oh gosh, got the outside of the inner tram line, but right in the corner of the court. Love. Second serve. Jamming Osaka on the forehand side, but Osaka is coming forward and tries to go inside in, hitting the top of the net. So far more unforced errors in this set. Osaka's 10 to Ruzic 4. Slice out wide is returned cross court by Osaka. And unforced error from Ruzic. Makes it 30-15, hitting a double hand backhand out down the line. Lots of shadow practicing going on by Osaka. Kick out wide is returned cross court deep and hard. Osaka hits the top of the net, but it bounces near to the baseline, so they're still rallying from behind the baseline. Double hand backhand in the net. Osaka is just looking fed up right now. Bit of a roller coaster of emotions for Osaka. Lots of skipping, being positive, nodding up and down, but she loses a point, looking very negative and despondent. Oh, inside out backhand winner from the Croatian, making it 5-2. So welcome to my channel. If you haven't been here before, I was live streaming the game before this on the Rod Laver Arena. Match between Hugo Gaston and Yannick Sinner. The Frenchman had to retire at the end of the second set with an injury. Sinner was controlling from the very beginning, lots of power, finding good depth, width. There was a moment in the beginning of the second set, if I recall correctly, Rigosto tried to slide to the net and went over his ankle. He said it was fine, but I think it caught up to him because almost every point he was sliding in defense. First serve, hard down the middle is in. Good inside out, back in return. Osaka's under pressure now. Beautiful backhand down the line. Ružić hits a forehand cross-court winner standing on the service line. I think Ōsaka needs to hit higher balls. Ruzic is hitting in that zone area. Hip height, waist height. And she just hits a backhand slice out to make it 15-all. She's got to change something up. Well, right now the change up is that she's making more first serves. (30-15). Not the first serve. That doesn't make it over the net. An attempt to hit a lob or high ball. Bounces on her side. 40-15 for Ōsaka. Second serve. Slice on the forehand is returned cross court, and Ōsaka hits a forehand out. 40-30. She would want to win this game, psychologically speaking. If she loses a second set off Ruzic's serve, she'll be able to start the third set and hopefully start fresh, anew, more first serves in, less unforced errors. As Ōsaka changes direction, but she's leaning back. Could see she just popped the shoulders up. It's deuce. First serve in the net. Hard second serve on the forehand is returned very well by the Croatian. She's under pressure. Osaka is playing better and hits a great forehand cross-court winner. Second serve. Kick into the body, was on the service line. And miss-hit forehand makes it 5-3. Ruzic to serve for the second set. First serve clips the top of the net and bounces over the service line. Out. Second serve. Slice onto the forehand, slammed to the net as Ōsaka attempted to hit a forehand down the line. First serve is out. Kick serve onto the forehand. Great hard return. Ōsaka's in the three-quarter court. She opts to stay back. Ruzic hits her double hand backhand out. First serve is in on the backhand. Return short. The Croatian also opted to stay back. They're both hitting down the middle of the court, and Ruzic makes the error. Unforced double hand backhand into the net. First serve, well placed through the center of the court. Osaka got there, and now the unforced errors are starting to pile in the other direction. Two break points. First serve slice out wide is out. Good second serve into the body. Osaka was jammed, leaning over the right hip. Playing a two-handed backhand return out. Pleasing the Croatian. Good first serve down the middle of the court is returned short. But Osaka is fighting back. They're hitting really hard. Ruzic has probably got the upper hand now. Oh, fantastic backhand winner. But something strange that just happened now. Hawkeye, there was no reason why the post had to light up. When they go red, it means that the ball was out. But the chair umpire, sorry, I can't lip read very well. Seems like both players have accepted it. It was a bit strange. I think they're going to retake the point, to be honest. I'm not too sure. So it happened. So it actually started in the beginning of the point. As the replay shows, Ružić was in the process of tossing the ball up in the air, and then the side post just lit up red. So, and they're not switching off. Oh man, I know how technology can do this. I myself in the previous match had an issue with my chat and I couldn't see what was going on. So both players are now walking to the chair umpire. The lights are still not coming off. I think that's what they're waiting for. It doesn't help. Something's happened with Hawkeye. As Osaka takes a sip of water. Don't know if they're going to retake the point. They played it out. They played the point out at least, and Ruzic hit a fantastic backhand winner, which is being forgotten now by what's happening here on the Rod Laver Arena. What should they do in this situation? There are no linesmen or lineswomen waiting in the background. Very strange. We're just at a standstill right now. Why doesn't somebody just flick a switch, reboot the system, and we can continue? Wouldn't that just be fantastic, just to bring out, again, just rows of linesmen and lineswomen? Sometimes old school is more consistent. Obviously, Hawkeye is just fantastic when there'll be no more disputes, no more challenges. That's out the window. But Hawkeye is taking center stage here on the Rod Laver Arena. The lights just don't want to go out, want to go off. The umpire's chair also lights up red, but her chair is not lit up, if I remember correctly. It's still staying juice right now. So yeah, it was while Antonio Ruzic was taking the serve that the side posts just lit up. So even before the point started. Very strange, guys. Well, the birthday girl is doing very well. I think she would be super happy if she can just wrap up the second set. As we get closer to 10:30 in the evening. Yeah, it seemed like nobody noticed it. I guess when you're that focused on the ball, then the pole's changing colors doesn't really distract you. Never seen this before. Anyone out there got some good ideas? What they should do? Maybe make an announcement and ask, are there any professional linesmen here watching the game? There are some technicians there on their hands and knees with cables. I don't know if that's the reason why. Come on, there's got to be a switch. Just switch it off, turn it back on. Well, it doesn't work that way anymore. I don't know. It's all AI. Go to ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT what to do. Oh my goodness. I want to watch some tennis. Okay, I get the emotion now from Chris, the emoji rather. The players, they're not just cooling down, but they're getting pulled out of their rhythm. This might actually even suit Osaka. And the lights are out. Yay! They will continue from juice. as Ruzic hits a first serve, slice slow ball onto the forehand side, return into the middle of the court. And a double hand backhand slam into the net from Ōsaka. Advantage, Ruzic. Yes, nice to see tennis again. Kick serve out wide. Good return from Osaka. It's hitting very low over the net. Ruzic is going into the point. Beautiful forehand down the line to bring it back to deuce. Osaka just moved into position. It wasn't bad from Ruzic. She hit a forehand cross court. It was short, but it was wide, so it was pulling Osaka out the court. Oh, she picked the spot really well. First serve hard down the middle is returned out. Advantage, Ruzic. First serve hard into the forehand is just returned with very little, very little intent on trying to get the ball back. Just almost like, who cares? Let's just end this. I'll start at the third set. But she's having a medical timeout now, I think. She's got a bag on her shoulder. The official standing next to Osaka. So, again, we're going to be playing the waiting game. She's taking another pair of shoes with her as well. All right. So, 1-all. And I think someone did flick the switch because the side posts don't work anymore, but the umpire's chair rather, is lighting up when there's an error, when there's a fault, when the ball goes out. Far more first serves in the court this time around in the second set for the Croatian, 80%. Whereas Osaka dropped in her stats down to 57. More winners for the Croatian, 11-8, and 9 unforced errors for Ruzic compared to 15 unforced errors in that second set for Naomi Osaka. That's it. For anyone aspiring to be a tennis player, even on club level, practice that first serve. Work on that first serve. Even placement. It doesn't always have to be the hardest, flattest serve. But you will be putting pressure on your opponent. So a nice response after that delay, the technical issue on the Rod Laver Arena. Ruzic is taking another break. Being told by the coach you need to eat something. Just looking at other matches. See, Griekspoor, he lost. Ruzic looking cold on court. Covered herself with a towel. A little bit shrugged and tugged in there. Rubbing her hands together. Shouldn't be that way, to be honest. In Australia. Yeah, there's a big upset today. 28th seed Fonseca lost to the American Spizzirri in 4 sets. Sigemond, as I mentioned already as well, she won in 3 sets. See now Hurkacz, the Belgian, Bags in 4 sets, 6-7, 7-6, 6-3, 6-3. Americans have been doing pretty well. Women's singles, Kruger beat the Czech Bejlek 6-3, 6-3. Already mentioned Duckworth. I saw the match point there. Good win for him. Menchik beat Reno Busta in 5 sets. He was 2-1 down and came back 7-6, 6-3. And women's double, second seed. If you guys are interested, Irani Polini. They won 6-3, 6-2 against the British Lumsden and Chinese Tang. Osaka comes back to the court. Yes, saturated. You're correct. Monfils and Dimitrov are out. Osaka collects the balls from the ball kids as she prepares herself to start serving for the third and final set for the ladies here in the first round match in Australian Open. First serve is good. It's wide. The court's open. Now she's running to the net. Had to change something up. 15 love. Time moving forward towards the net after hitting the short ball with a forehand. The kick out wide is returned hard back to Osaka. Ruzic is playing right in the middle. Looked like a V, letter V, as Osaka tried to spread Ruzic left-right. Great first serve ace through the center, Mrs. Fenter. First serve in on the backhand is returned out. 40-15. First serve hard into the backhand, return inside out. Unforced error from Osaka. She was waiting on that side with the forehand. So not too much pressure. Unforced error, forehand out. Another game point. Good, first serve in on the forehand. They're playing down the middle of the court. Ruzic tries to go cross court. She's getting so close to the baseline. She goes hard down the line. Unbelievable. It's deuce. Osaka couldn't do anything. As the coach from Ruzic is very vocal right now, on the edge of his seat. Yeah, Osaka's looking despondent now. Facial expressions really showing how she's feeling. First serve in the net. Kick into the body is returned out. First serve down the middle is an ace. As Osaka screams into the court with joy, perhaps. Eighth ace of the match. Ruzic yet to put one on the board. First serve is in, short, and the return was also rather tame from Osaka. They're in the rally. Osaka goes hard down the line, double hand backhand winner. So, love 15. If you've just joined now, we had an interference, technical interference. The posts were lit up, and that was putting a bit of a halt to the end of the second set. And when that was over, Ruzic took the second set. Osaka took a long 6.5 minute timeout. Medical timeout. She left the court. I wonder if that's going to be playing on the mind of the young Croatian. However, Osaka hits a double hand backhand in the net. First serve attempt in the body is out. Second serve. Double fault in the net. Important point. This next one. First serve onto the forehand is returned hard, inside out. They're on the backhand side still. Osaka changed direction, and they're still in the rally. Ruzic changed the pace of the point with a high forehand, but they're still blasting away. Osaka's picking up the pace. She's on the service line, and it's a forehand winner. So 2 break points. First serve in the net. Second serve is out. It's a double fault. And 2-love. Third serve hard down the middle, is returned short. Ōsaka hits the forehand really hard. She's under pressure now. Now Ruzic is moving forward. And was it in? It's difficult to tell. Yes, it's a winner. First serve hard into the body. Ruzic is defending right now. And hits a forehand out. Something happened in that medical timeout. She's hitting harder and more accurately. Good first serve onto the backhand. Landing those first serves. Ružić is under pressure. And a big winner with the forehand. Makes it 30-15. Just piling on the pressure now. Standing inside the baseline. Just picking her spot. Now the first serve in, and it's returned out. What a difference that makes. Slice out wide is in. Good return. Ōsaka hits the error. A forced error because it was a great serve out wide, and Ruzic played her forehand return back cross court, but even better, Ōsaka didn't respond ideally. First serve is out, down the middle of the court. Another game point. Slow kick onto the backhand, return cross court. Ruzic is braver out of the two, but she's out of the court and hits a fantastic forehand winner down the line. Oh my goodness. Initially, Ōsaka made the move to spread her opponent, but Ruzic, on the run, hit a fantastic forehand down the line. Slice out wide is out. Second serve into the body is returned short by Ruzic. And Osaka hits a forehand cross-court out. So could we see back-to-back breaks? First serve is slower. Kick out wide is returned out. That's what I mean. Nothing special. Took a bit of pace off, changed the spin as well. She's been targeting that backhand quite often in this match, especially from the advantage side. Smarter play from Osaka, changing it up. Juicy Lucy. First serve, really well played, and it was a good return. Ruzic is the one running around the court, and Osaka ends with a terrific backhand cross winner. Oh, she put all her might into that. And just releasing all that tension afterwards with a scream. Wow, so Ruzic stepped inside the baseline. Now she took a step back. Maybe too eager to get forward. And it's a double fault. Unbelievable. Like she's playing for herself and her opponent. Fight so hard the point before to win it and then just give it away with the double fault. Osaka misses the line as she goes down the line. It was a good serve out wide. Wasn't the best return. So I guess Naomi thought, here's an opportunity. Breakpoint number 2. Good first serve down the middle of the court. And it's a break. So back-to-back breaks. This could be a tight one. Those last 3 games took 21 minutes. We're creeping closer to the 2-hour mark already. As the chair umpire calls time. First serve out wide is in. Good return. And is wrong-footed. Fantastic backhand from the Croatian. 15 love. She just stayed in her spot. Osaka attempted to hit on her feet, but it did end up a bit short. It was just bounced past the service line. Second serve. Kick out wide. It's played cross-court with a return. Oh, she clips the top of the net. Wanted to change direction. allowed Osaka to come back, and now Osaka's in charge. Inside out forehand winner. First serve is out in the body. Second serve, kick onto the backhand. It's played inside out. They're on the deuce court. Osaka changed direction and she hits a double hand backhand in the net. So all these small little gifts, these unforced errors, playing into the Croatians' hands. That would probably be the best birthday present you would ever receive, is to beat the number 16 seed here. Oh, great forehand. So Ruzic was in control. Now she played a looping backhand. How the energy changed in that point, just back and forth, back and forth. Video. First serve hard into the backhand. Is returned on the baseline. Oh, Osaka's finding good depth now, and another unforced error. Gives Osaka a break point. Kick serve out wide is returned cross court from Osaka. She's struggling. It's deuce. First serve let. First serve out wide is returned really well from Osaka. Ruzic had to dig it out, and unforced error. Osaka is getting so frustrated. Woo! The show of emotion right now. No longer slapping her thigh, but with a tight fist hitting her thigh. First serve, slow first serve down the middle of the court is returned short. Ruzic is in control. They're on the backhand side of the court. A double hand backhand in the net. Makes it 2-all. I thought Osaka was going to release the racket. It looked like she was going to throw it. $11 in Melbourne. Win or lose, through excitement or disappointment, I think these players will struggle to get to sleep. It's been a real fight, and it's going to continue. Kick into the body, and I think Osaka hit a racket on the ground. kneeling down, trying to get as low as possible. Love 15. First serve is in, well placed down the middle of the court. And Ōsaka hits her double hand backhand winner in the corner. Good first serve out wide, clips the top of the net. It's a let. First serve was good. Ruzic slammed the forehand, return into the net. First serve in, returned out, 40-15. First serve is wide. Slow kick serve on the forehand. Ōsaka is defending. Ruzic is all over this point. Oh, great forehand from Ōsaka. How she got out of that one. Fantastic play. She had no business in coming up with that. Was in defense the whole time. Just hitting it back in the middle of the court. Ruzic was controlling it and my goodness, on the run. Beautiful angled forehand. Cross court. The Croatian could only clip the ball with the end of a racket into the sideboard. Ruzic to serve, selects her favorite two balls. Slice out wide is returned deep in the court. Ōsaka is more aggressive right now. Changing the direction. Nice high ball from Ruzic. So she can come back to the middle of the court. Oh, great forehand. Ruzic chips it short. Ōsaka's at the net. And it flies out. Love 15. First serve, well placed on the backhand, is returned quite tamely. They're on the backhand side. Ōsaka changes direction. They're now hitting forehands cross court, and Ruzic hits her forehand in the net. She wanted to change direction and go down the line. Love 30. Second serve. Kick onto the backhand, played inside in. Good return. They're both hitting with good length. Double hand backhand in the net from Ōsaka. $15.30. Kick out wide is out. Wanted to change it up on that first serve. Second serve now. Kick onto the backhand is returned hard but short. Cross court. They're in the advantage side. Ruzic is in control. Inside out forehand winner. 30 all. And in a nutshell, that's how this match has been. Just swaying back and forth in the favor of the Croatian, in the favor of the Japanese. $40.30. Hope you guys can still see me. I'm experiencing a little bit of technical issues here, but I think everything's fine. Game point in the sixth game of the final set. Kick out wide. Opens up the court. Ōsaka's in charge now. She's on the three-quarter court. Big forehand cross court. The Croatian guesses right. Drop shot. Fantastic execution. 3-3. The final set. She surprised everyone with that one. First serve out wide is in. Return cross court. Forehand cross duel. But the Croatian hits it out. $15 First serve is good on the forehand. Return hard. They're on the baseline and Naomi hits an unforced error. 15 all. Sometimes it looks like she hits the ball late or reacts late and then hits the ball late. Just leaning back. First serve is good. The return bounces on the baseline. They're in a backhand cross duel now. In the net. 15-30. What a birthday present this would be for the Croatian. First serve down the middle is out. Second serve was in the body, return cross court but short. Ruzic is under pressure, hits it out. Slice out wide is well returned. Cross court. Osaka slams a forehand in the net. Interesting stat. As soon as the balls in the rally, shots in the rallies go over 9, Ruzic is taking advantage. 11 of the 16 points won between both players. Backhand cross duel. Osaka's in charge. And she misses a backhand. It's a break. The Croatian takes a 4-3 lead. Has grown into this game so well. Was perhaps a little timid. Looked uncertain in the first set. Terrific play. Osaka's making the errors now. My goodness. New balls. That's nice. Leading 4-3 in the third set. You got new balls. Kick down the middles, return short in the middle of the court. Ruzic is finding more depth. Oh, how much luck. It's a lucky point for Osaka. Just trying to defend and hit a forehand back. Going right down the middle of the court, hitting the top of the net and rolling over. Good kick out wide, return in the middle of the court again. Osaka goes hard on the backhand. She's at the net. Forehand win across court. Slice out wide is good. Good defensive return. And Osaka can't get the ball over the net. 15-30. Lovely tennis. Where they're playing, both players deserve to get to the next round. Oh, unforced error, forehand in the net. 2 break points. Pressure's on. First serve clips the top of the net and goes out. Second serve in the bodies, return cross court with a forehand, and a high moon ball is played out. Back-to-back breaks. Four all. Is this heading to a deciding set tiebreak? First serve hard into the bodies, return out. Ace out wide. Makes it 30 love. So Roberto, you're back. Is a rule regarding when new balls are given. I think it's every 7 games they come out with new balls. Slice out wide is an ace. Fantastic. 2 aces in a row. Oh, wow. 10 aces in this match so far. 4 in this set. Another ace out wide. 5-4. Well, now the pressure is going to be on. I think Ōsaka is going to go hard. She needs to. The pressure is going to be on the Croatian. She's got time to think and dwell on it now. What's going to happen? She has to stay focused. Just drive safely, Roberto. This is very exciting, but please, wherever you got to go, drive safely. I would be a little bit nervous to serve to stay in the match at this point. Four, 5. First serve out wide is in. Ruzic is in a 3/4 court and hits her inside 4 and out. That was a gift. First serve kick is out onto the backhand, so she might be feeling a little nervous. Just got to get that first serve in, get the point started, and then stay in the moment. Kick out wide is returned hard into the backhand side. They're both standing in the middle of the court. Ruzic decides to change direction. Backhand cross duel now. Unforced error. It's love 30. So Osaka has definitely been more in charge, more in control in the last 15 points, winning the last 11 out of the last 15. First serve is out. It's not over yet. Kick out wide. It's returned cross court, but it's out. So a glimmer of hope for Ruzic to stay in this match. Another important point, psychologically speaking, if she can win this, make it 30-all, might spur her on to win her service game. First serve, down the middle is in. Short return from Ōsaka. They're on the forehand side now. Ružić changes direction. Double hand back in the net. I've seen this so many times. A 30-all. Osaka, there's nothing in it really. $30-all. First serve onto the backhand is returned inside out. Oh no! A sluggish forehand played in the net as the birthday girl gifts Osaka her first match point. Oh man. What an anticlimax. She's played so well in the final 2 sets. First serve. Kick is out wide. Kick into the bodies. Return cross court. They're on the forehand side. Forehand cross duel. Osaka is finding more depth. And she finishes the match with a stunning double hand backhand winner down the line. 6-4. To wrap it up, guys, a lovely performance from the Croatian, Antonija Ruzic. Really impressed me personally. She's young, and I think she continues on this path. We're going to see more of her in the future. But Osaka clinches the match. 2 hours and, 22 minutes? Fantastic play. Thank you guys for watching. If you've come this far and you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. Smash the like button. I'm new to this game of commentating. I'm enjoying it, and I'm happy to broadcast this live through streaming for you guys to also be entertained. If you're busy out there and you can enjoy this on the side, then I'm happy for you guys. Thanks, Saturator. Thank you guys for watching in. Ōsaka is through to the second round of the Australian Open. And I'll be doing this on a daily basis. So I'll be back again. European time in the morning. I'm streaming live from the Netherlands, so I'm on the other side of the world. I will be back again tomorrow morning. And I hope to see most of you guys there again, if you can. Stay safe.